Alright guys, I'm making this video here to show you guys what I did to make the trail trucker what it is right now. First of all, you'll notice I got the battery on the back here, and it's a Hyperion battery. I think 2-cell 7.4 volt. So you can focus on there, 240 mAh, and great pack. Doesn't normally look like this, it's normally blue. But I peeled the sticker off and dipped it in liquid tape in order to waterproof it, and put a little electrical tape on the end right there, and did the same on this end. Did a little liquid tape right there. Focus. Got a little bungee cord made here with some rubber bands and paper clip at the end here to hold it on. Battery seems to last a pretty long time. Even though it does last a long time, I still went and bought a bunch of them. They're only like $7 a piece, so wasn't too worried. The Velcro I used on the back seems to be sticking pretty good. Wasn't sure how well it was going to work, but it seems to work well even when wet. You can see I got the back Velcro piece right there, and I even have another piece of Velcro right there on the back above the rear axle. So got two options for the battery, one for a lower center of gravity if I wanted to do something a little more technical, and top one's a little easier and quick for me to just pop in and out, and keeps it out of the water most of the time. Even though I waterproofed it, still rather not get it too wet, especially the connectors and stuff. You can see I got a little roll cage I made here using a parts tree from my SC10 kit. I took the parts tree pieces, cut them up, and used a lighter to melt them and stick them together. And then I used paint to paint them gloss black. As you can see back here, I got some tailpipes I put on there that were made from an old antenna from one of my remotes that had broken, and I used the Dremel to chop them down and grind the ends down. My shocks, if you can see them, are Teflon coated on the rod, so you can see how dirty the vehicle is, but the shocks themselves are pretty clean. Keeps the dirt off of them pretty well. If you can see the motor in there, you can see 3 plates of metal off to the bottom right of it. Those plates of metal are there to protect the motor from any debris. Keeps a little bit of the water out from splashes. Even though on the left side there you can see that goop there, I got a little piece of electrical tape to cover the opening on the side of the motor, and then a little marine grease to seal it up good, just to make sure nothing gets in there. I used more marine grease there to get the bearings and axle to keep water out, and there on that side just filled it in with a nice amount. Doesn't really matter, none of it really comes out. On the bottom here in the transmission, you can see I took the transmission apart and filled it with marine grease. There's marine grease all inside of it throughout the gears to keep any water and dirt and debris out of there. I also, on the front here, you can see back here, I did those tires as well. And on the front, I got the servo here pretty gooped up with it. Even though I did paint around it with liquid tape, I still decided to goop on a bunch. You know, can't be too cautious. Poured a bunch on there. I haven't had any problems with the servo. Works great. It still working great, no problems at all. See the holes there for the LEDs. For the light kit I had, I ended up putting too much voltage to the bulbs and frying them out, so I gotta get some new ones. You can see my winch right there, which is made from a fishing hook. I can pull it out here. Alright, here, got it. The winch right there, I attached to a name tag holder that is retractable, and it comes out pretty far from the truck, even further than that, much further, but and pulls itself in pretty good and locks in pretty tight. So it may not work like a real winch and be able to pull the whole vehicle in because it's not that strong, but it does keep the front tires down, and on those hills that you just can't make and you're close to getting up them, that this winch right here will get you right up there like it's nothing. So it works pretty good for what it is. Let me open up the vehicle and I'll show you guys what I did inside here. Hold on. I already got the top off here, and you guys can see a little bit better here. As you can see, I ended up cutting it off in the back there. Looks a little more like the trail honcho on the body here. Not only did I cut out the back there, but I cut out the windows on the side and the windshield. And under here you can see I used a piece of Velcro to attach it all so I could remove the windshield and replace it if I needed to, if it got too dirty or scratched up or ruined. And same with the back windows, just a folded piece of clear Lexan left over from cutting out one of my other trucks. But I also ended up putting a back plate on here. It's just a piece of cardboard I wrapped in black duct tape to extend the truck bed in the back and make it look a little wider. Didn't like that it thinned out as much in the back. You can see the tailpipe's a little better here. I drilled a hole through them, put a piece of wire through them, just twisted them on there so I could remove them if I wanted to quickly. You can see my ESC there. There's a little mud in there, but where that button is and around it is all been liquid taped, and seems to be working pretty good. Haven't had any problems with any of the electronics. Didn't liquid tape down an off switch or anything, but seems to be working fine, so who knows, we'll see. Didn't cover that up at all because it goes to the motor, so figured it'd be fine since I submerge the motor in water quite often. Over on the front here you can see where the battery used to originally go, and inside there is where the retractable, right here you can kind of see the blue, that's where the retractable name tag holder is inside of. And I got the string from it going right there, down right there, and got a little twisty tie on there to hold it on. Lets it slide back and forth, but won't let it retract all the way, so I don't end up losing it inside the truck with the hook. Put a piece of Velcro on the front there because I had a lead weight there at one time, but I ended up buying the wheel weights for the front end, and adds more weight. You can even notice actually if you turn it upside down and tilt it to one side, you can see kind of that the front end has much more weight to it than the back end of it. But definitely helps when climbing to give itself a little pull up on those ledges. That's mostly the main stuff I did to it. You can see the motor plate cover I have right there on the side. You can kind of see a little better from the bottom there. Just kind of wedged the metal plates in there, and they seem to be holding it in really good, not really moving at all. I seem to have gotten mud over everything and hadn't had really any problems with anything sticking up on me yet. Like I said, the Teflon kept it pretty clean on the shocks. The drive shafts, you can see I coated pretty good in that marine grease to keep any debris out. Same on the other end there. Still got a little grass wrapped around there, but happens from time to time. Just gotta clean it out. Other than that, everything else on there is pretty much stock. So I guess let me know what you guys think. If you got any questions or wondering how I did anything else on there, just let me know. I'll be posting another video soon on how I mounted the Bronco body and how I've been mounting the other bodies I have in a quick and easy way without having to do any modification to the stock chassis. But thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you think.